Hello, this is Worldwide Geography, a channel all about geography. The story of the RMS Titanic is one that has captured the imagination and curiosity of people around the world. As one of the most infamous maritime disasters in history, the Titanic's tragic sinking in 1912 left an indelible mark on the collective memory. In this video, we delve into the rich history of the Titanic, exploring its construction, fateful maiden voyage, and subsequent discovery of its lost wreckage by a submarine. With a focus on the technological marvel of the time, the exploration of the Titanic's submerged remains showcases our relentless pursuit of uncovering the past. The RMS Titanic, built by the renowned British shipbuilding company Harland and Wolff, was conceived as the epitome of luxury and opulence. Its construction began in March 1909, and it took 3 years and the efforts of thousands of workers to bring the colossal vessel to life. At over 882 feet long and weighing approximately 46,000 tons, the Titanic was a true engineering marvel of its time. Equipped with state-of-the-art amenities, such as first-class accommodations, a swimming pool, and a grand dining saloon, it was designed to cater to the needs of the wealthiest passengers. On April 10, 1912, the Titanic set sail from Southampton, England, on its maiden voyage to New York City. Despite several warnings of icebergs in the vicinity, the ship's speed was not reduced. 4 days into the voyage, tragedy struck in the form of a collision with an iceberg on the night of April 14. The Titanic's inadequate number of lifeboats exacerbated the catastrophe, as the ship was ill-prepared to accommodate the 2,224 passengers and crew members on board. As the ship gradually sank into the frigid waters of the North Atlantic, more than 1,500 lives were lost, leaving the world in shock and mourning. For decades after the Titanic's sinking, its precise location remained a mystery. It wasn't until September 1, 1985, that a joint American-French expedition, led by Dr. Robert Ballard and Jean-Louis Michel, located the wreckage of the Titanic. Utilizing the cutting-edge technology of the time, including remotely operated vehicles, ROVs, the team identified the debris field nearly 2.5 miles beneath the ocean surface. The discovery brought renewed attention to the tragic event, reigniting public fascination with the Titanic. Subsequent expeditions to the Titanic wreck have provided unparalleled insights into the ship's final resting place. In recent years, manned submersibles, such as the DSV Alvin and the DSV Limiting Factor, have played a vital role in further exploration of the wreck. These advanced submarines are capable of withstanding the immense pressure and extreme conditions of the deep-sea environment, allowing scientists, archaeologists, and explorers to venture closer to the Titanic's remains. The Titanic's historical significance extends far beyond the confines of its ill-fated journey. It serves as a poignant reminder of human fallibility, the consequences of hubris, and the vulnerability of even the grandest creations. The discovery and exploration of the Titanic wreckage with manned submarines exemplify humanity's insatiable desire to unravel the mysteries of the past. Through these deep-sea expeditions, we have gained a profound understanding of the events that transpired on that fateful night, paying homage to the lives lost and honoring their memory. The lost Titanic wrecked submarine has allowed us to retrace the steps of history, offering valuable insights into the technological achievements and the human tragedy associated with this iconic vessel. As we continue to explore the Titanic's submerged remains, we embark on a journey of remembrance and discovery, ensuring that the legacy of the Titanic lives on for future generations. OceanGate is a private company that specializes in deep-sea exploration and submersible operations. They are known for their work in conducting manned submersible dives to explore and document underwater environments, including deep-sea wrecks. OceanGate has been involved in expeditions to explore notable shipwrecks, such as the Titanic. OceanGate has been involved in expeditions to explore and document the wreck of the Titanic. Their flagship submersible, named Cyclops II, is capable of carrying a crew of up to 5 people and has been used for several dives to the Titanic wreck site. OceanGate's missions to the Titanic have aimed to study and document the deteriorating condition of the wreck, collect high-resolution imagery, and contribute to ongoing research and preservation efforts. It's worth noting that these expeditions require special permits and extensive planning due to the challenging conditions of the deep-sea environment. June 21. Reuters. Search teams are racing to find a tourist submersible with 5 people on board that vanished in the North Atlantic on its descent to the century-old wreck of the Titanic. Here is a timeline of events since the start of the trip, organized by OceanGate Expeditions. To visit the wreckage, expedition sets off from St. John's, Newfoundland, Canada. Saturday evening, British billionaire and adventurer Hamish Harding, one of those aboard the submersible, posts on Facebook. Due to the worst winter in Newfoundland in 40 years, this mission is likely to be the first and only manned mission to the Titanic in 2023. A weather window has just opened up, and we're going to attempt the dive tomorrow. More expedition updates to follow, if the weather holds. He does not post again on Facebook. Sunday, 800 GMT, 4 a.m. ET. Time. The submersible originally aimed to start its descent, according to a post by Harding on Instagram. But it starts its descent later, according to the U.S. Coast Guard. 1200 GMT, 8 a.m. ET. Titan's submersible starts what should be a 2-hour descent to the Titanic wreck, which lies at a depth of 12,500 feet, 3,810 meters, in the North Atlantic, U.S. Coast Guard says. 1345 GMT, 9:45 a.m. ET. Communications between the submersible and the surface vessel are lost 1 hour and 45 minutes after starting its descent, the U.S. Coast Guard says. 1900 GMT, 3 p.m. ET. The submersible is scheduled to return to the surface, the U.S. Coast Guard says. It fails to appear. 2140 GMT, 5:40 p.m. ET. Coast Guard receives report about an overdue submersible from the Canadian research vessel Polar Prince, with 5 people aboard diving to view the Titanic wreck, about 900 nautical miles east of Cape Cod on the U.S. coast. Monday. U.S. and Canadian ships and planes are swarming the area, some dropping sonar buoys that can monitor to a depth of 13,000 feet, 3,962 meters. U.S. Coast Guard Rear Admiral John Mauger says. He adds it is a remote area and a challenge to conduct a search. Officials have also asked commercial vessels for help. Tuesday day. Morning. The family of Pakistani-born businessman Shahzada Dawood confirm he is aboard with his 19-year-old son Suleiman. They ask for prayers for their safety. 1450 GMT, 1050 AM ET. France says it will help with search by deploying Atalante, a ship equipped with a deep-sea diving vessel and managed by the Fremmer Ocean Research Institute. During TA day, sounds detected over several hours by Canadian Lockheed P-3 Orion aircraft, equipped with gear to trace submarines. The U.S. Coast Guard, which announces this on Wednesday, does not give a precise timing. CNN and Rolling Stone magazine reports Canadian aircraft detected banging sounds at 30-minute intervals. Rolling Stone says sonar picks up more banging 4 hours later. CNN also reports later sounds, but does not describe them as banging. Harding's friend, Janik Mickelson, says, and as it stands right now, it would be a miracle if they are recovered alive. During TA day, U.S. Coast Guard, U.S. Navy, Canadian Coast Guard, and OceanGate Expeditions establish a unified command to handle the search. 600 GMT, 2 a.m. ET. U.S. Coast Guard announces Canadian P-3 aircraft detected underwater noises. It says remotely operated vehicle, ROV, searches are directed to the area of the sounds, and the data are also sent to U.S. Navy experts for analysis. Late Owen, French research ship equipped with a deep-sea diving vessel, expected to arrive at search area. 1000 GMT, 6 a.m. ET. Rough deadline for when the air in the submersible will run out, based on the U.S. Coast Guard's estimate. The vessel has 96 hours of air supply from the time it is sealed according to its specifications. This depends on the vessel being intact and other factors, such as whether the sub still has power in the icy depths. As of right now, they haven't been found yet.